1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. We are here recording live from the mothership, the Real Madrid career mode. And I don't even know what episode it is at this point, but we're here with a huge game for you guys. As we see an absolute legend of the club. We have the Copa del Rey final for you guys. Real Madrid versus Atletico Madrid. The first of two massive encounters between these teams. Obviously, it doesn't get much bigger than a final, does it? Especially a final between two fierce rivals of Madrid. It doesn't get much bigger than that. But to say in just a few weeks, these teams will be facing up again in a potential title decider. And a title decider that goes way more ways than just the two of them. Barcelona involved, Real Sociedad possibly involved, Sevilla involved. It could go either way, and these two sides will be absolutely huge in deciding which way that goes. Atletico Madrid are going to need to win that game if they want a title if they want a challenge for the La Liga title. They don't have time. They can't afford to worry about that today. They have to look at who is in front of them. Real Madrid, big opposition, of course. Made a little bit light work of them earlier in the season. I think it was 3-0 ended at the Bernabeu. This is, of course, not at the Bernabeu. Now, just a disclaimer, obviously, we play home games, automatic assisted shooting. Away games, we're playing manual shooting. This is obviously a final, a neutral arena, so I was unsure of which way to go. And made sense, we've just gone with semi-assisted. I don't know what that exactly means, but that's what it is. Benzema leads the line today, which was apparently a little bit of a touch-and-go decision, with Benzema apparently taking a knock in training this week. And the manager was almost making the decision to start Luka Jovic up front, is what we're hearing out of the camp of Real Madrid. And this is our Atletico Madrid lineup. They've got Lamar and Llorente as the wide backs. Griezmann and Suarez, the former Barcelona tingency, lining up. And to lose the game from a goal of either of those two guys would cut Real Madrid real deep in this one. As we kick off this Copa del Rey final, who is going to take advantage? Who is going to strike first in this series of two between these two fierce rivals? It's going to be a absolutely intriguing couple of, well, not even couple of weeks from now until the end of the season, really. It's going to be very entertaining. And we get to sit by and watch. And Alaba doing well to prevent the first corner of the game, as he's been able to hold off Llorente down that right-hand side and finds Vinicius, who is found his form again, you could say. He's been playing very well in recent weeks. Real Madrid stroked the ball around well. We've seen Real Madrid in these live games have slow starts. So maybe this is something they're working on avoiding, as Toni Kroos gets an early shot off. And I can tell you, these two guys in goal, two of the best goalkeepers in the world, 1 and 2 for me at the moment. I mean, anyone who wants to win this trophy is really going to have their shooting boots on, as they're going to have to beat these keepers. Llorente has a chance to do so. He's taken it too wide. The first touch was not it. And if either side can get past the brilliant defense, as Koke forces the first save of the game, and it's out of Thibaut Courtois. And Courtois has done a brilliant job of his distribution. And Lamar has taken down Pedro Neto. First foul of the game given away right here. Real Madrid get their hands on a free kick. First chance of the game falls to Atletico Madrid. And Courtois, not the toughest save he's ever had to make, but had to make the save regardless, and he done exactly that. Real Madrid have a chance maybe to counter-attack. A little bit sloppy in the last couple minutes for Real Madrid, but Atletico not been able to really punish them for those mistakes. Brilliantly worked down the right-hand side. I thought Llorente might have been offside. It's pulled back to DePaul, and his header goes over the crossbar. Two chances for Atletico Madrid. Maybe third time will be lucky, but you can't assume you'll be given a third chance in a cup final and against Real Madrid. Real Madrid a little bit sloppy. Like I was saying, we've seen them have slow starts. 2 games in these live fixtures, and then you know, it's not really worked out for them. One draw against Barcelona and a loss against Barcelona. Real Madrid have gone long from that goal kick. They had a little bit of luck with the Route 1 goal kicks in recent weeks, but not working out for them that time. Atletico Madrid really getting themselves on the ball a lot more in the last few minutes, and offside called for Llorente as he strayed offside. A bit of a close one. Sayonchu there. I mean, that free kick, Real Madrid really need to pull themselves together. Do they realize they are in a cup final right now? Ball given away this time by Atletico, and maybe Real Madrid have a chance here to get one of their counter attacks going, but again, just given away from Real Madrid. We obviously know, and especially with how this game has started, Real Madrid are definitely going to want to be counter-attacking in this game. Well played again from Carvajal to win himself a throw-in, but Real Madrid definitely going to want to be hitting them on a counter-attack. So them not having much possession is not much of a problem, but when they do get it, they're going to want to do better than they have, and they're caught off guard again. Brilliantly defended by Militao to hold them up at least, and then Soyuncu, and the Real Madrid defenders are going to be fuming right now because, again, look at them just giving the ball away. Their final ball is just not there at the moment. I say final ball, not even the first ball. Not able to string a simple 2 passes together at the moment. This time Atletico giving the ball away, and the thing is, like you see here, a lot of runners for Real Madrid, and this time a little bit better as Neto finds the back of the net, and just like that we see how dangerous Real Madrid can be on the counter-attack if they get it right. It's Atletico Madrid's turn this time to be sloppy in possession. They've given the ball away, and this is what we're talking about. Brilliant through ball from Toni Kroos, excellently weighted. It is world-class play from the German. All it needed was one touch from Neto and a finish. Didn't have to break stride at all. And that is a perfect example of what Real Madrid can do when they're not playing so sloppy. And that is an absolute wake-up call for Atletico Madrid now, because they've given Real Madrid a lot of chances in this first half to counter-attack. And Real Madrid have just not taken them, but they've been gifted the opportunities. As honestly, Atletico Madrid are flooding players forward when they attack. And maybe they were trying to take advantage of Real Madrid's sloppy play early, but they didn't, and now they've been made to pay. And whether they continue to flood so many players forward is going to be interesting, because now is the time where you would say they need to now that they're behind. I mean, a lot of time still to play in this game. As Modric is looking for Vinicius, and maybe brilliantly worked from Vinicius as he looks for Neto, but his pass is not crisp enough. I mean, that's where you want Toni Kroos, right? That's where you want Toni Kroos or a Luka Modric, the guy who's going to play that pass perfectly weighted like we just saw. And it's maybe not Vinicius's game to play those type of passes. It's just, it goes to show the quality of players like Kroos. That pass wasn't nearly as difficult. Brilliant pass and touch from Benzema, and an even better challenge to shut that down. And a challenge there from Casemiro this time. Brilliant touch and turn again from Benzema, but just not looking completely sharp. Maybe it would have been the right decision to start Luka Jovic up top. But just look at how many players Atletico Madrid have forward right now. It's almost their whole team other than the defense, and you have to consider that they're playing a back three and not a back four. And when they're flooding everybody else forward, they are wide open for a counter attack. And Real Madrid punished them once, but I guess they're not heeding the warning. They want to get themselves back into the game before half time possibly. And I mean, it's either going to work or it's not going to work, right? And you live by the sword, you die by the sword. And I guess Atletico Madrid are more than happy to abide by that. As again, you just look here. Vinicius showing his pace. Tremendous pace from Vinicius Jr. into the middle, and Neto is denied by a fantastic save from Oblak. Neto, almost a hero in this final. Almost getting a second goal 10 minutes after the first. And RainKeroseneyt giving instructions to Luka Jovic. Is there something up with Karim Benzema maybe. And we don't know whether that will be a good thing for Atletico or not, really, to have to take off their top scorer. But I mean, if he's injured, then I'm not sure. I'm not sure, but the events of this game are just absolutely kicking off. And now it's Real Madrid who are open to a counter-attack maybe, as Llorente strikes from range. Maybe not the best decision from him, forcing a save out of Thibaut Courtois, and we're into, oh, what a bit of distribution from Thibaut Courtois right there, and an almost better ball from Vinicius, but Pedro Neto drifted offside just a little bit. Just about 5 minutes of regular time now to play in this first half, and if Real Madrid can get into this second half in the lead, they're in a real strong position, and Atletico are going to have to think about their approach, because it's going to get, the further this game gets, missed from Militao right there, but the further we get into this game, with Real Madrid leading, Atletico are going to have to push for the lead, push for the equalizer even more, and that's just going to leave them even more open to the counter-attack. And I guess, like I said, live by the sword, die by the sword. That's something, eventually they're going to have to go for this equalizer, right? So they pass it around in the midfield. No real intentions of going forward, and Carvajal giving the ball away in a very dangerous position right there. Very, very dangerous. And Courtois, Thibaut, oh my God. What is going on? Both teams seem to have fallen asleep and forgotten that this is a cup final almost, and the referee almost doing both teams a favor to step in and bring an end to this first half. 45 minutes remaining of this cup final. Both teams have had their moments, and both teams could serve to improve an awful lot, if you ask me. 1-0 at halftime between these two teams. A second half coming up that is going to have so much to offer. Make sure you join us after the break for the second half.
Like, we're still walking out here with a comfortable victory into the next game now against West Ham, which is the last game of the episode, and we're watching Jovetic, 4 goals in his last 3 games. But you can't just watch Jovetic, because we got Mahrez and Arnautovic next to him. We got Lamela just behind them in the centre, and we got Holtby, who's going to create chances for just about everyone. Up against West Ham, though, it's a decent side that West Ham are coming out with. West Ham are a strong side this season, though, bearing in mind, we are in season 4, so the table's a bit upside down. West Ham and Newcastle are 2 teams who are actually doing pretty well this season, within the top 5 or 6. But onto Jovetic again. They told you to watch out for him, and I've mentioned, like, when I get the ball, how confident I feel with him. Like, I feel confident enough to get the ball with him, turn, and just shoot. You know, just shoot. We've got players around him, but you got to close him down a little bit better than that. And I'm looking at that replay now.
And here we are, ready to kick off the second half. No changes made in personnel. Karim Benzema stays on the field. Interesting enough, and we're kicking off this second half. Huge 45 minutes of football. The first game of a huge month of football for Real Madrid. For both teams, really, but of course Real Madrid having Champions League football as well as La Liga football to focus on, which is, I mean, of course, every big team wants to be in the Champions League, but beautiful football from Vinicius. Even better defending from Llorente to keep up with that. Like I say, every team wants to be in the Champions League, but not enough is spoken of the effect that it could have in terms of, you know, just having extra games to play. What is going on right there? Defensively, overhit pass from Benzema looking for Neto, and what a chance that is. And Benzema maybe just not on it today. I mean, he's the type of player who even on his worst day can steal a goal for you out of nothing. But I mean, maybe Real Madrid have to consider taking him off in this one. Toni Kroos finding a whole heap of space. Vinicius finding Benzema. Oh my, what is going, this is right now, I mean, everything is there apart from the final ball for both sides. I mean, it's being worked, but it's just not the crispness that you are used to seeing from a team like Real Madrid, especially this season. And Atletico working something, running into a wall of defense, and again another wall of defense, And Real Madrid look to counter-attack as Modric brings them forward. Got Neto over here on the right-hand side. And just brilliantly defended there. I think it was Savic who stopped Neto from getting anything out of that. But again, loose ball. Defended well by Militao. Both sides, we've just seen them play so much better. Again, Militao, you know, not the worst idea in the world. But the execution not there. And he's put his team under a little bit of pressure. But Dani Carvajal, again, it's just done brilliant. And Real Madrid, again, so many opportunities to counter. And this one, maybe they're going to make payoff. As Vinicius in behind and scuffs the finish. This is the wildest final I've seen in so long. I can't remember the last time we've seen it. This game is just tremendously unique. I can't believe what we're watching. It's amazing and a shambles both at the same time. And from two teams at the level of Real Madrid and Atletico Madrid, I can't believe what I'm seeing in many ways. Rodrigo de Paul is off. Atletico Madrid, the first team to make any changes as Cunha comes on. And maybe, I mean, we'll see if it's the effect of the occasion that's making the players maybe crack under the pressure a little bit. Or maybe Cunha will be able to come on and really put in a little bit of class in this game. Carvajal again, brilliant bit of defending, one-on-one. Real Madrid have another chance again. Just a loose ball followed by a loose ball from Atletico. Both teams at this point would serve to slow down the pace of the game. Obviously, that would serve Real Madrid a lot more with them being in the lead. Atletico maybe can't afford to slow down the pace of the game too much, you know, with them needing a goal and just 20 minutes to go as Luka Modric picks up on another loose ball, played out wide to Vinicius into the box, and Oblak's going to collect that one calmly. But this game it's really all over the place right now. The 70th minute of this game, and Real Madrid have decided to slow this game down a little bit. And that is something that maybe they should have decided to do a long time ago, but maybe their pedigree for winning has taken over a little bit, even over the sloppy play. They might not be in the game technically as players at the moment, but oh, what an opportunity again right there, as Modric just found a plethora of space in the outside of the box, right on the edge of the box right there. So much space found for Modric. But again, the technical side of the game has just not been there for both sides. And as I was saying, despite the fact that the technical aspect of the game might not be in there for Real Madrid, their pedigree for winning and their, you know, the winning gene almost seems to have taken over a little bit. 3 changes made by RainKeroseneyt for Real Madrid. And Benzema is one of them coming off. Luka Modric, that could mean a lot of things. I mean, it's not Luka Modric, sorry, Luka Jovic, obviously more of a physical striker to potentially hold the ball up more. Potentially that's what they're going for. Benzema obviously didn't look like he was really in it today. Luka Jovic doing a good job right there to find Dani Carvajal. Carvajal holds it up. Luka Modric missed it. Brilliant block right there as Vinicius Jr. It fell to him right there and he had the whole goal. Look, if that was on target, I mean, Oblak potentially could have saved it, but you don't want to leave it up to that. Just under 20 minutes of regular time to go. Still plenty of time for Atletico Madrid to turn this one around, and all it takes is a goal really, but they haven't really been in it for the last 10 or 15 minutes. And they're making a change to hopefully for them change that, I guess. As Thomas Lemar comes off for Yannick Ferreira Carrasco. Probably going to play the same role, you know, like for like change. Real Madrid, brilliant ball into the box right there. Absolutely stunning ball as it falls to Vinicius Jr. He bends one. That one looked at first like it was going to go a mile wide, but in the end, maybe a little bit closer than we both thought. But Oblak, of course, had it under control. But Atletico Madrid really have to change something. Griezmann, Luis Suarez have not been in the game in this second half. And as I say that, nice run made, but well defended by Kegla Soyuncu. And a brilliant tackle right there. Overran by Luka Modric. And now with the game coming into the final 15 minutes, it looks like it's going to be stretched open a little bit, which of course will favor Atletico Madrid because they are in need of a goal. But again, they've given it away. And this, at some point, Real Madrid have to punish them for the amount of mistakes that they're making. And another one is made, and surely this time, as Vinicius Jr. plays it across to Luka Jovic. And that must be that. Killed the game off. 2 mistakes in the space of about 5 minutes for Atletico Madrid. The pass from Rodrigo was decent, but not great. And somehow it found its way to Vinny. And Vinicius Jr., I mean, everybody knew he was going to do that. Jovic just jogging alongside him. Squared to the Serbian. And Luka Jovic just passing it into an empty net. And surely that is the first bit of silverware being handed over to Real Madrid in this one. Atletico Madrid just, they haven't turned up for this one. They have not turned up. Ball goes into the box and Soyuncu was up there. It was one. I'm not sure who won that header. Eventually it comes to Vinicius Jr. and I'm assuming the Real Madrid players have been instructed to not take any chances at this point. Brilliantly won by Valverde. Valverde, I mean, this is Valverde's wheelhouse right now. This game, how it's set up, you know, his legs and running around after the ball. Brilliant ball in behind right there. Has found Llorente, and Courtois has done a brilliant job coming out to collect that. We talk about how good Courtois is throughout this whole save, and one of the things he does so well is exactly that. He comes out and he collects everything. Everything. Don't have to worry about coming out and dealing with these balls into the box, because Courtois, he just comes out and he makes life so much easier on his defenders. And I mean, wonder why Real Madrid have kept so many clean sheets this season, and another one looks like it's going to be right here. And Atletico have not got the memo right now because they need to be pressing the ball right now, and they're just letting Real Madrid pass the ball around for free without an ounce of pressure on them. Real Madrid, I mean, a team of Real Madrid's quality. Look at Atletico Madrid sitting back. It's crazy. Maybe they've conceded that this game is not theirs, because a team of Real Madrid's quality can pass this ball around for as long as needed. They could pass it around all week, let alone another 2 minutes, you know? But, I mean, we spoke about the big La Liga fixture that's coming up for both of these sides, and maybe Atletico have turned their attention to that game, which is kind of crazy because, I mean, to give up on a final. I mean, even if you are 2-0 down with only a few minutes to go, giving up on a final, you know, anything could happen. We've seen it in the past, you know. Real Madrid win the ball back and they actually give it away. Chance for Atletico to get something, whether it would be consolation or not. Cunha down the left-hand side, crossed in and headed out again wonderfully by Eder Militao. And that is that. There goes the final whistle of the game. Real Madrid have trumped Atletico again. 2 times out of 2. Will it be 3 times out of 3 in the coming weeks when these two teams have to clash with the La Liga trophy on the line? But we don't have to worry about that today. Real Madrid can get that out of their minds. I'm sure they have before the game. Goals today from Pedro Neto and Luka Jovic secure the Copa del Rey championship. The first of RainKeroseneyt's reign. RainKeroseneyt's reign, haha. First of RainKeroseneyt's tenure at Real Madrid. Silverware comes back to the Bernabeu as Casemiro is going to lift it. I'm not sure why Benzema hasn't come back on, but I guess that's Benzema being a little bit of a team player, letting Casemiro lift it. I don't know what that camera angle was. Do better. Do better. We have to do better. But Real Madrid preparing to lift their first trophy of the season. First trophy of potentially a new era here at Real Madrid. 2-0 winners over Atletico Madrid. Champions of the Copa del Rey. Big win for Real Madrid. And they're not going to have a long time to celebrate this one. As like I said, they have a lot to turn their attention to. But at least for tonight, they can celebrate winning the Spanish Domestic Cup. And I'm going to let you guys sit and enjoy these scenes of our first trophy of the save. Thank you guys for coming through and watching. And I'll catch you guys in the next episode, where it is not going to slow down. It's going to be just as epic, as we're going to play Bayern Munich home and away in the Champions League. Don't miss it. I'll see you guys later. Peace.
Really a match made in heaven between players and fans. And these celebrations are going to continue for quite some time.